All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews. I'm good here.
And you got all over your face here.
Oh my.
Oh no!
What were they talking about? And we are checking out some more Ricky Gervais. And so what we've done is
What have
got...
you done, Nick?
Thanks for asking. We've got this, and we are not even in London, my friends.
Copyright!
We have gone to his comedy show on YouTube, Out of England One, Fame, full show, not sure which one's the title. And we're just going to watch few minutes of it, pause it, and then we'll continue next time. Because we're enjoying reacting to his comedy. We're enjoying your reaction to us reacting to it.
And because this is an hour and 20 minutes long.
Yeah, so we're going to do snippets.
It's a long time.
8-10 minute snippets, whenever natural time to kind of end that joke before they go on to the next one. So we hope you enjoy us on this ride. If you do, don't forget to
like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you can be aware of our next uploaded video.
And check out other videos of similar content
I think
if you somewhat enjoy it.
On a vacation next weekend. We should go to California.
Mm-hmm. So there was this whole intro about how he's the king of the world. I just kind of skipped that part, and now this is him coming out.
I want to see how he's the king of the world.
Do you really?
Jeez, no, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, wow.
And when I say that, I mean they were talking about him.
Always the beer.
Thank you. Not too over the top, is it?
No, not at all.
Spent the entire budget on that. Just me and a microphone now. Look, not even a coat hook. Unbelievable.
I thought he was going to put it on the little statue.
Some comedians have a stall out on stage for their drink or whatever. No. One of the awards there. Not the real thing, a much bigger version of the real thing. I don't want you to think I'm a dwarf. Nothing wrong with dwarfs. I'm just not one. People go, oh, you can't have a go at dwarfs. You can. That's what you can have a go at them, really. Fundamentalist terrorists I stay away from. Dwarfs, what are they going to do? What an amazing welcome. It's fantastic to be in London. As far as I'm concerned, the tour starts now. So thank you, sir. Thank you.
London.
Thank you. Well, I say the tour starts apart from Scotland and Brighton and Birmingham. I did a few charity gigs in the year to warm up. I know what you're thinking straight away. Ricky Gervais, are you still doing stuff for charity? Shut up. What? You do too much. I don't. What? How much did I raise for cancer alone last year? It doesn't matter, mate. It doesn't... Give us a ballpark figure. Ooh. Millions. It was millions. And they're welcome to it. But I will say this. If I ever get cancer myself, I'm going to go into the nearest hospital and go, right, I paid for that machine. Get that little bald f***er off it.
Oh my God.
Oh, talking of little bald f***ers, I did the teenage cancer gig What? At the Albert Hall last year. I'd done it 2 years before as well. I did it in 2004, but they called again last year. We're still ill. You lasted. No, it's a great gig, and the kids with cancer getting free and everything. And you meet them afterwards and stuff. And I was doing the gig this last year, and I looked down and I recognised one of them. I thought, oh yeah, he came backstage 2 years ago. He was telling me about his illness, and he said he was 18. And that was then, that was 2 years ago, so now he must be 20. So why the f*** is he still a teenager? Do you know what I mean? Lying little shit. He wasn't lying about the cancer, he was riddled with it. It hurt him to laugh, but he shouldn't be...
Oh, God.
And I was doing the gig, and he was laughing along, and I was thinking, yeah, you laugh it up, mate. I was fuming. And it got too much for me, I'm human. So I went, all right, mate, I recognise you. I went, yeah. Came backstage 2 years ago, I went, yeah. He said, you're 18 then? He went, yeah, so you're 20 now? He went, yeah. I said, get out. Get out. I called the security. He struggled, but he was weak. They'd worked out, you could see. Although they had trouble getting hold of him to start with, and then they got him in a... No. And his drip nearly had someone's eye out. I go, get him out. The crowd started booing. I went, hear that? They don't want to see someone like you take the piss out of me. No, it's a great gig, and it is at the Albert Hall, home to Hitler's other testicle. Hitler has only got one ball. The other is in the Albert Hall. I didn't see it, and I looked around for it, which is suspicious. If I had that, I'd have it in the foyer. On a plinth in a glass cabinet. In an egg cup. I'd love to look at that. Not in a gay way. I wouldn't be going, oh, there's a lovely bit of old bollock. I'd be going, that's the physical and symbolic embodiment of pure evil. That's Hitler's seed. Hitler has only got one ball. The other is in the Albert Hall. His mother has got the other. What did he have, 3? It doesn't make any sense at all. And why would she have that? Why would your mother keep that, really? Unless she's going, look, he's my son and I love him, but he's a wrong un. I know it. I don't want him breeding. I'm keeping back Hitler's testicle. Well, she wouldn't say, she'd say my Adolf's, wouldn't she? That name's died out, hasn't it? No one's calling a kid Adolf. There's no little Adolfs. I don't know anyone who's got a, what's it, Adolf. No little kids go into school, loads of Robbies and Kylies, but you don't hear the teacher doing the register. You know, Brittany here, Justin here, Adolf here. You don't... Fascinating fact about Hitler. People always learn stuff from my lectures. No.
My lectures.
He got his image from Charlie Chaplin. Sounds like a joke, absolutely true. Chaplin had that little moustache first.
Yeah.
And he loved him. He absolutely loved Chaplin. He had his films flown in from Hollywood. He watched The Great Dictator twice, even though it was dissing him. He loved it. And I always wondered why, through history, only 2 people had those silly little half moustaches. He got it from him. And I think the day he had that done, and went to see his generals as usual, Goebbels, Goering, Himmler, and he goes, all right. What? I've shaved the sides off a bit, innit? Why? Be like Charlie Chaplin? The comedian? Are you thinking of doing comedy? I was. Really? Yeah, why not? Well, we don't find you funny. Careful.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Cheers. I did a big charity gig in New York last year for autism. And like most people, my only experience of autism until recently was Dustin Hoffman's brilliant portrayal in Rain Man. But I've just got a new house, and the neighbours were coming round and poking their noses in. We're doing some building work, and we need planning permission, so we're being nice to them for now, and then they can off. Big gate. One couple's got an autistic son, and the mother was talking to me. She said, oh, this is Douglas, he's 17. He hasn't got any friends because he never goes out. So creeping, I said, well, I'll take him out. She went, really? Yeah, so I went back on the Saturday, and she went, oh, he loves the zoo. And the zoo's only about a mile from this new house. So I'm walking down the street with Douglas, and he's like this. He doesn't take his eyes off his mum all the way down. He's like that. All the way down. And she's in the doorway, and she's waving back at him, and she's crying. And eventually she sort of goes and then shuts the door. And I hailed a cab and said, right, take us to the casino.
So in the movie Rain Man, Dustin Hoffman's character is really good at counting cards. Take me to the casino. That's brilliant.
You've got to make it work for you, ain't you? So, not going to be a completely wasted day. Do you know what I mean? So, and I can sign one person in, so I signed him in. He had a little suit on and everything. I think it's going to be brilliant. So I went straight to the blackjack table. That's their best one, I think. I'm not a doctor, but I think that's... They love that. They love that. I said, OK, Dougie, you know the score. Bet 2 for good and 1 for bad. Do you understand? He went, yeah. I went, brilliant. So I'll bet £1,000 down in half hour. I went, Dougie, do that thing, count the cards, know what good cards come, remember all the cards, do that thing, whatever it is, right? And tell me to bet 2 for good. He went, yeah. Another £1,000 down. I thought, what sort of an autistic... So I was... confused. I threw some toothpicks on the carpet. I said, how many? He went, I don't know. I said, there's 7. I can see there's 7 from here. So I took him back home, went to the mother. There's been a mistake. He walks like Rain Man, but he's got none of that clever shit. We're building a swimming pool, live with it. Do you know what I mean? So they better give us planning permission. If they don't, I'm going to keep the house, but I'm going to rent it out for £1 a week to some crackheads. How do you like them as neighbours?
We're going to stop right there for this first part. Man, that went by really fast.
I was going to say, I honestly forgot that we were pausing this. I was just going for the ride.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness, that is hilarious. Walks like Rain Man, but
There's a mistake here. This kid.
Take him back.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I love how this guy, and I get it's comedy, and he just doesn't care.
Goes with it.
Like, he will talk about anything.
Everything.
He will joke. He's talking about doing charity, and he makes fun.
I know.
He does a whole bit. Not making fun. There's a whole bit on cancer patients. He's like, wait a second. You're 20 years old. Get out of here. See that? They don't like what you're doing right here. Taking the piss out of me. Go.
But if he really is doing all these charity events, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
Well, how much did I raise? You ask? Oh, come on.
Yeah. Millions.
Millions.
He's like, and when I get cancer, I pay for that machine. Get off it.
I kind of don't blame that idea. Again, I know it's a joke, but I don't blame that. Listen, I put in this time. I put in this whatever. Now it's my turn. It's like if someone was to, like, every time someone retired from your work, you put in $20 for, like, a little gift card for them.
Yeah, and then when it's your turn to retire.
And it's your turn to retire, and you get nothing. You get, like, a fake plant or some nonsense. You're like, really? I can count up at least $1,500 I gave away in the last 30 years.
So something like that, very minimal, happened to me when I took over a calling in our church. It's always a kind of thing that, like, when one person leaves a certain one, you kind of do something for them. And I did something for the previous ones that left and it was on my own. Like, I was happy to do it, but spent a little bit of money. And then when there was a switch and it was my turn to leave, there was nothing. In fact, I was like, do you mind having them fill this out for me just so I can have some memories? But nothing. I was like, okay. And then I got I meant to do it, but life got busy. I was like, okay.
Oof.
I'm not bitter about it. No, really I'm not. But I was just saying, like, I get that aspect.
Well, yeah, I mean, if this is the game that we're playing, right?
Yes.
You don't do it so you can get something back, but you want to be able to benefit from it too.
Well, especially when you put so much time and energy and effort for 3.5 years into doing something that you're not getting paid for, and it's a lot of time and a lot of responsibility. I just had to, that.
Straight out the table.
Every single week doing things, and so, but it's all good. I'm not
It sounds
bitter.
like it's all good. Oh my. So, let us know what you thought about our reaction to this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.
Bye.